In November 2023, the CEO of the most powerful AI company in the world was suddenly fired. No warning, no explanation. And just 48 hours later, he was back in control. So, what really happened inside OpenAI? And why did one of its own founders try to stop it? This is the story of Sam Altman, OpenAI, and the dark pivot that changed the future of artificial intelligence. What started as a mission to protect humanity may have turned into a race for power, because behind the headlines, there's a hidden battle between safety, money, and control. And at the center of it all, a mysterious figure named Ilya Sutskever. Back in 2015, OpenAI wasn't supposed to be a company. It was supposed to be a safeguard. The founders, including Sam Altman, believed artificial intelligence could become dangerous, not in a sci-fi way, but in a real, uncontrollable way. So, they built OpenAI as a non-profit with one clear mission: make sure AI benefits humanity, not corporations, not governments, humanity. It sounded noble, almost too noble, because building advanced AI requires something very simple: money. A lot of it. And OpenAI didn't have enough. By 2019, reality hit hard. Training AI models wasn't just expensive, it was insanely expensive. We're talking billions. And this is where everything changed. OpenAI quietly introduced something new: a capped profit structure. On paper, it sounded harmless. Investors could make money, but only up to a limit. But internally, this was the beginning of a shift from mission to scale, from safety to dominance. And not everyone was comfortable with that. One person in particular, Ilya Sutskever, a co-founder, a top AI scientist, and someone who deeply believed in the original mission. But what exactly did he see? What made him uneasy? We'll come back to that. Here's something most people missed. Sam Altman wasn't just building AI. He was building leverage, partnerships, influence, and most importantly, scale. Because in AI, whoever scales fastest wins. And OpenAI found its biggest ally, Microsoft. Billions of dollars, cloud infrastructure, global reach. This wasn't just funding, this was fuel. And suddenly OpenAI wasn't just a research lab anymore. It was becoming a tech powerhouse. But then something unexpected happened. The people inside OpenAI started asking questions. Was this still about safety? Or had it become something else? At the center of this tension was Ilya Sutskever, quiet, brilliant, and increasingly concerned. He wasn't loud about it, but his actions told a different story. Reports suggest he began worrying about the direction OpenAI was heading, not the business side, but the technology itself. Some insiders believe he saw something during development, something that made him question how fast things were moving. But here's the thing. We don't actually know what he saw, and that mystery changes everything. Then came November 2023, and everything exploded. The OpenAI board made a shocking decision. Sam Altman was fired. The official reason? Not consistently candid, vague, suspicious, almost political. But what happened next was even crazier. Within hours, chaos broke out. Employees revolted, investors panicked, and Microsoft stepped in. Then came the twist. Over 700 OpenAI employees signed a letter threatening to quit unless Altman returned. And just like that, the power shifted. In less than 48 hours, the board lost control. Sam Altman was back, stronger than before, and the people who tried to remove him, gone, including Ilya Sutskever. At this point, you have to ask, does Sam Altman actually care about AI safety? Or is this the greatest corporate PR move in history? Let me know your take in the comments. On the surface, it looked like a comeback story, but underneath, it was something else, a complete power shift. The original structure of OpenAI, built to prevent control, was now effectively controlled, not by one person, but by a network of influence, investors, partners, executives, and a company racing ahead in the AI arms race. This wasn't just about one CEO anymore. It was about who controls the most powerful technology humanity has ever created. Today, OpenAI looks very different from what it started as. Top safety researchers have left. including key figures who once shaped its direction. The company is now valued at over $100 billion. It's partnering with the biggest tech companies in the world, and its products are used by hundreds of millions of people. But the original question still remains. Is this still about protecting humanity or winning the race? Because once you choose speed over caution, there's no going back. The story of Sam Altman and OpenAI isn't just about AI. It's about power, vision, and the cost of scaling too fast. Because every revolutionary technology starts with a promise. But history shows those promises don't always survive success. And maybe that's the real question we should be asking. Not what AI will become, but who gets to decide. Because in the end, the future of AI won't be controlled by code. It will be controlled by people. And right now, the people in control are changing the rules.